up, guys? So I actually just finished with the DSG tuning, recording that video, but now we are going to try something. The car is a little loud. It's pretty damn loud. So we're gonna try to quiet it down a little bit. We still want, you know, obviously the hood stack, but we want it to be a little bit quieter. So I did a little bit of reading and such, and a little bit of research, and I found, it's still a little hot because I just had it in the car, but I found this. Ah, damn. So what this is basically a little muffler that is going to fit into, damn, it got hot, into the stack, and it's going to quiet down the car a little bit. So I did just have it in the car, and then I went down the highway, and I was hoping that friction against these discs here. So this, let me explain right quick. I'll drop the part number, but this, I put the steel wool around because they said it quiets it down a little bit more. I tried it without the steel wool, really didn't change the tone of it any. So what I did was I put the steel wool around it. I was hoping that the pressure coming up wouldn't push it out. It didn't affect the performance, by the way, but it blew it out while I was going down the highway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill some holes, and then we're going to put pretty much like a jack bolt in it to hold it into the side. But I'll take a few videos here in a second to show you kind of a before and after. So this is an option, you know, for you if you are wanting, you know, the aesthetics and half sound of the hood stack without it being absolutely obnoxious on the highway. Because me driving an hour to and from work, it gets a little loud. So that was why I bought this, and we're gonna make a little makeshift muffler inside of that hood stack. So we'll go ahead and start with some before videos. So as you can see in that before video, the car is pretty loud on the highway. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty damn loud. I didn't think it was gonna affect me that much, considering I've got a straight 5-inch exhaust on my PowerStroke, and then my Chevrolet that's cammed. By the way, both of the videos on those are in the description. But those two trucks are pretty loud, I'm not gonna lie, but this one, it takes the cake on how loud it is. So we're gonna try to quiet it down a little bit, like I said. And if you want to see some highway pulls or anything on that, go and look at the other videos, in particular the DSG tuning video. There is some highway pulls in there too, and that'll kind of give you an idea of how it sounds inside of the car. But now we're going to go ahead and drill some holes in that little makeshift muffler, and we're going to throw it into the car and make sure it doesn't blow out on the highway again. So the idea behind this is going to be for this bolt to come through, and you are going to have a nut that is going to sit right here, and instead of, you know, drilling a hole, welding it or whatnot, it'll basically just thread straight out. And all we're gonna have to do is drill a hole. You can see, you know, I've got a little bit of road rash on this thing from it pinging down the highway, but we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll put it into the stack and, you know, really see if it stays or not. Okay, so like I had said before, the idea of this, and I did just shave the bolts as you can see in that other time lapse, but you're going to thread this out of this nut here, and it'll push up against the sidewall of the stack, and basically what it'll do is it will hold the stack in place. And I shaved these down because they were a little long, but they should still work. But now we'll go ahead and put it in the stack. So as you can see in there, the jack bolts are pretty much just pushing up against the both walls, and hopefully that's going to be enough. I did it to enough to where it started deforming the inside, because that stainless is, you know, stronger than the cast that the actual muffler is made out of. So hopefully that's enough frictional force to keep it in there, but we'll see. And if not, what we'll have to do is we'll have to drill a hole through the stack that'll, you know, pretty much line up with those holes right there, and it'll keep it in there. But hopefully we won't have to do that, and hopefully this right here will hold it in there. We're gonna go take it for a test drive and find out. So we are driving on the highway. I've been watching fuel mileage to see if that was gonna go down any, and really and truly doesn't seem like it is at all. That's, you know, cruise set at 60. We're going up a hill right now, but that is typically, you know, what it would be going up a hill before, just so, you know, now we got a little bit more restriction in the exhaust, but it is a whole lot quieter in the car. And in my personal opinion, it's probably got as much, if not less, restriction, probably far less actually, than all of the catalytic converter, the DPF, all of that stuff, you know, coming out of the stack. But we'll get on it. I've done, you know, made a couple pulls to make sure it's not going to fly out or anything, but we'll get on it right here, and y'all can see, you know, it really didn't lose any performance, and it sounds, you know, a whole lot quieter, but still sounds pretty damn cool to me. As you can tell there, you know, it is a significantly amount quieter in the car. It's a whole lot more manageable, and you know, it's still stacked and whatnot. So we'll go take it back to the house and show you exactly how it sounds, you know, when you start it up, idling, and then do a couple of revs, you know, how I did it before on the, you know, before video. So we'll go ahead and jump to that. So as you can tell, the Jetta is a whole lot quieter, and it's going to be a whole lot more manageable, you know, on the highway and whatnot. You can still hear a lot of turbo noise at idle. It still sounds pretty good at idle. In my opinion, it still is, you know, unique to anything else. And you are not going to, you know, have the exhaust out the back still. It is still going to be hood stacked, just going to have, you know, sort of an inline muffler. Is no longer straight piped, I guess if you can call it. But you know, that kind of acts as, you know, an option for if you hood stack something and, you know, you think it's too loud, and it acts, you know, sort of as a review for that part. And I will put the link in the description of this. I did buy it from Summit, had it shipped to the house, and I want to say it was like 70 something bucks. Really wasn't expensive, and I'm still a whole lot cheaper into this exhaust than a full exhaust. So this exhaust was $250 plus the about 100, I'd say just $100 for the muffler and the steel wool and stuff that I bought. Whereas the full exhaust from Rawtech is right now, it's like $1,400 shipped to the door, and that is with 15% off. So still a whole lot cheaper. In my opinion, it's still able to breathe a lot better. Scavenging is still fine. You do have the hole in the middle that still allows it to breathe. I did put my hand over it to see if it was, you know, had any problem breathing, if it felt like it was restricted. Everything feels fine. It just has a muffled sound to it now, and in my opinion, it sounds pretty good. It'll be a whole lot easier on my ears and anybody that's in the car with me when we're, you know, taking it somewhere. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you have enjoyed all the videos on the TDI Jetta. I really don't know if there's anything else we're gonna do to it. Maybe, you know, I'll do like a brake job or something on it, just a how-to video, but really don't think anything more performance-wise that we can do to the Jetta. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed those. I will drop the links in the description of the tuning, preparing for the hood stack, installing the hood stack, and the DSG tuning. That video actually took place today. But if you have made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching. Go ahead and follow us at NRC Things on YouTube and TikTok.